Okay, so today is our final lesson on questions, and you're going to put your questions to good use. You're going to write your own interview questions for someone of your choice. Okay, so remember what a question is. So sometimes in school or on Zoom lessons, I will say, has anybody got any questions? And so these are some of the things that are said to me. I'm having pizza tonight. My tooth's wobbly. It's my cat's birthday. Now they're all lovely bits of information, but they are not questions. They are not sentences that want an answer. They're statements. So remember, when you are asking a question, it's one of those sentences with a question mark at the end, and it is trying to find an answer. And in an interview, you ask questions, and the person you're interviewing gives you answers. Now, I have given you some links to look at some examples of interviews, so I want you to choose one of those and watch it and listen out for the questions and see if the person gives the answers. So questions are sentences that ask you something, they need an answer, and they usually end with a question mark. For example, what did you have for dinner? Questions usually start with these words: how, where, why, what, when, and who. And we practice most of those this week. So, your final task is to write an interview for somebody. So you're going to ask them lots of questions in order to find out about that person. So you could ask your questions for someone in school, someone at home, someone in your family but that doesn't live with you, someone famous, or someone fictitious, someone made up. And I want you to try and use a variety of the question words. So first of all, you've got to write your interview down. You've got to write all of your questions and then have a live interview. So don't worry about writing the answers down. The questions are the focus. So you're going to sit with that person if you're in your house, or call them up, do a Zoom call, or you could email your questions through. You could even film yourself as if you're doing a live interview for the telly. If they're famous or fictitious, then you'll have to imagine what their answers are. That might be quite fun. And as I said, you don't need to write the answers. So this is my example. So I imagined I interviewed Paddington Bear. So how many questions did I do? I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think about 6 or 7 will be a good amount of questions. Otherwise, the interview would be too short and you wouldn't find enough information. So I asked Paddington, when did you arrive in London? Who do you live with? How do you stay in touch with your auntie? What is your favourite brand of marmalade? Why do you always wear your hat? Where do you like to go on holiday? Who is your best friend? So have a think before you start. Think carefully who you're going to question. Get your pad of paper, write your questions down, and then have your interview.